Responsibility versus accountability. Welcome to a special Saturday edition of your daily motivation and inspiration with Dan. I'm doing this video again because yesterday it was so windy and people could not hear me. But I wanted to talk with you about responsibility versus accountability. And I don't know if you're seeing the same thing I'm seeing, but people aren't taking responsibility for what's going on here. In fact, people are posting memes about what it's going to be like after the virus lifts and things have shifted. And in fact, they're posting themselves as being heavy now, or people being heavy now but then being heavier later. And I'm thinking, well, that's not taking responsibility for the circumstances that we have here. I mean, what would be taking responsibility look like? At least for me and my family, it's about putting the right nutrients in our body and about putting the right food in our systems, energy rich foods, and also doing some physical fitness, getting out walking every day. Twice a day we do it. I have an appointment at 12:30 and 5:30 with my family to go for a walk. I realize some of you can't do that because maybe you're in lockdown, but you got to do what you have to do. Move somehow, get out and move. If you have to go shopping or whatever, make that part of your movement, because movement is medicine and nature is nurturing, and you need to get out and do something. Otherwise, you're going to go stir crazy, and you're probably going to fulfill what you see other people posting out there. So again, responsibility, we can take full responsibility for what's going on in our lives right now, and we can make the best of it instead of saying, well, I can't do anything right now. The circumstances are such that I can't do anything, and I'm going to get heavy, and I'm going to eat all these processed bagged foods. No way. I don't think that really has to happen. We can eat fresh fruit, vegetables, high energy, nutrient rich foods. And accountability. We have to take full accountability for ourselves. Self-accountability, not accountability for others. I'm not talking about being accountable with others. You can do that too, but first and foremost, be accountable to yourself. Look at what you're doing and look at how you can be accountable and do the things that are necessary for you. If you start your day with coffee and and checking your messages, well, I don't think that's accountability. That's you getting on somebody else's agenda and putting something in your body that's going to wake you up, but it's not going to hydrate you. I would suggest doing what my friend Rick said yesterday, taking some water in first. Drink some water first thing, then have your coffee, because it's going to dehydrate you. It's a diuretic. So, being accountable to yourself first, putting yourself first. The airlines don't say put your mask on first for no reason. They tell you that because you need to have oxygen. Otherwise, you're gone and you're not going to be any good to anybody. So accountability is all about you looking at your life, what's going on, what food you're taking in, what you're doing on a daily basis, what your patterns of habit are, because this is the awakening, folks. I'm not going through an awakening like you are, because I work from home, I have homeschooled kids. I don't need to go through a big shift in what I'm doing. In fact, it's a bit of a break. I don't have to drive around to swimming lessons and piano lessons and all sorts of things like that. So anyway, not much of a change for me, but for most of you, huge change, and there's a lot of fear. And if you're going to let the fear creep in, that's not being accountable and responsible. You can take control over what you have around you in your environment, with your family, what you're doing, the activities you're doing, the games you're playing, all that kind of stuff. So anyway, again, this is a special Saturday edition. Think about it. What are you taking responsibility for? What are you doing right now that's going to make you feel good so that you can be at your highest and best? And at the end of today, at least, this 24 hours that you have here, what are you going to do so that you can be a better version of yourself, so that the people around you can feel good as well? You're not responsible for them, but as long as you're feeling good, maybe that'll rub off on them. And then be accountable for what you're doing with your health, with your life right now. So, just think about it. Not many people do think like that, but if you're looking at things online right now, it doesn't look great. People are projecting, being heavier and so on. Not a good idea. I think that's a horrible poor way to look at the future. So anyway, thanks for watching. Comment, leave me your comments. Hi Kimberly, nice to see you here. Leave your comments and let me know how this is affecting you and what you think about accountability versus responsibility. And hopefully this is stirring some things inside of you. If you're not watching this video on my YouTube channel, go over there and check it out. You can subscribe and see more videos like this and move through this virus much easier. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.